Welcome. I'm coming to you today from Younme Coffee Shop, and I'm taking the opportunity to interview this beautiful young woman who is the owner behind this lovely space. Welcome, Amrin.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Uh, Amrin, I came in a few days ago and I saw the space, and I'm like, I want to know what the story is behind the shop. And I know you have a story. I don't know what the story is. I'm like, I'm saving it for the interview. So tell us, how did this come to be?
Well, I came to Canada in 2011 as an international student. So it's a very long story, but throughout the journey from Canada, from being an international student to getting my citizenship and opening this cafe, there were lots of ups and downs in my life, just like everybody else faces. Um, I went through failures in colleges. I got fired from multiple jobs. I got betrayals from friendships, relationships. Um, at certain point, everybody were moving forward in their life, and I felt like I'm just stuck because I was failing courses, as I said, as I mentioned, and it felt like I didn't belong anywhere. It felt like no matter how much I'm trying, it's not working out for me. And at that time, life was throwing so many setbacks at me that whatever I say was not taken into consideration because life was having enough proof to say that I'm a failure. So even if I say that no, I studied, but I don't know, like, it's a the college is not listening to me because I'm an international student and all that. I was never believed. Same thing when I was asked to leave Canada permanently at that time, and I did leave Canada. I had a lot of people judging me because I had a track record of being failing and getting fired from jobs. So everybody just assumed that it's gonna be my fault that I have not done a proper application or something. And in those struggles or in those setbacks, the difficult part was not just facing all that itself. The difficult part was facing all that alone. Having nobody to talk to, having nobody to um, make believe, like having nobody who would understand me, who would look through me, who would see me as a human first and not just the flaws and the mistakes that I'm carrying with me while I walk. And I kept a lot of I spent a lot of my time pleasing others, that to belong in their circle, because as I said, like wherever I was going, everybody were moving in their life. The people who I came with Canada, or the people who were already like in the same age as me, they all were having their permanent residency done, but I was the one who was trying to just take one course again and again. It took me 5 years to finish like one degree, or 4 years to finish one degree. So it just felt so lonely because you can be in room of people and people can say that they like you, or they are your friends, but sometimes you don't feel that you are being heard and understood. And the same question arises again and again, that so what do you do for work, or what's your salary, or have you passed this exam? So it just felt like I was always misunderstood and I was always judged for what I carry with me behind my human, like the title and all that, and my achievements. And I just never found a place to open up myself and be myself and say that, I'm a human as well. And maybe I made a mistake, but at least don't judge me with my failures. And I could never find one. I used to call suicide lines because those are the only lines, or that's the only place where they are paid to listen to you without judgment. And you can vent out, you can say whatever you want to say, they will make you feel heard, and you can feel a little bit better after talking to them. And it felt like there is no place in the world where I can go and say that, like, just hear me, like, don't give me any advice, don't give me any suggestion, just hear me out, I want to vent out. So when I couldn't find that place, I decided to create one because I absolutely don't want anybody else to go through what I've gone through.
And the thing is, you're not alone in this. There are so many people that feel exactly
Yeah.
like you did, like the feeling like a failure or not feeling heard. This is a
Yeah.
very common theme.
Yeah.
And everyone is looking to connect with somebody, but they don't know how, they don't know
Yeah.
where.
Yeah.
So this is it's such a great mission. I love the idea behind this space. You have this wall here with for the days that you need this, all these
Yeah.
inspiring little uplifting notes, and you have the pay it forward wall. And you can order a conversation in advance. People can just say, I need to talk,
Yes,
and then
yes,
set
yes,
up a
yes,
time
yes,
with you, which I think is brilliant. And I think it's so needed, um, just to be able to have that place to say, I just need to be with
Yeah.
somebody or be around people and not feel like I'm invisible or
Yeah.
not accepted. I think
Yeah.
it's a very, very common theme. Um, I certainly know, like, I have a lot more years on you
Yes,
than you
yes.
do. I've been through that too, that feeling of feeling not heard or not validated. Like,
Yeah.
you work so hard and you feel like a failure. But one thing I've learned is that I've erased the word failure
Yeah.
and I've translated it to lessons. So
Yeah.
it's a good way to, like, okay, what are we learning from
Good
these
one.
experiences,
I like
right?
that. Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, they're failures because that's what we're told.
Yes,
But
yes.
sometimes they're hard lessons.
Yeah.
They're not the fun ones,
But
right?
you can only say lessons after you have achieved something.
Of course.
Well, you're failing, people don't look at it as lessons.
Yeah.
They look at it as failure. So you have to be somewhere in your life, and that's when people start seeing you as, oh, she struggled so much. Oh, yeah, she deserves it.
Yeah.
But when you're struggling, you're just another person who doesn't have her life together.
Yeah. I like to reframe. It's like, what am I learning from this?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when
No,
you're
you're
going
right.
through that struggle, because I've had my own story,
Yeah.
which you don't know, but that's okay.
Yeah.
We're not getting into my story. But that's the one thing that helped me push through whenever things were really, really tough. And I'm sharing this because I think for people who are watching this, the failures are lessons. If you're not being heard, if you feel like you're not being
Yes.
heard, you come here.
Please, 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 please.
You come here, you have a nice cup of coffee, you can order food, you do amazing food. So what else would you like to share about the space?
Just two things that I really like to share is two or three things. The first thing is, yes, it's about loneliness. It's about reducing loneliness, but at the same time, I just want to share a small, very small story. In India, in Delhi, I don't know if you have heard about that city before.
Yes.
Delhi. Okay,
Yes.
perfect. In Delhi, I think in 2023, um, this news came out that a girl was brutally getting murdered or killed or stabbed in front of public at, I think, 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening, and her ex-boyfriend or whoever it was stabbing her in front of public, and people were watching it and they were passing by, and they were not stopping, they were not doing absolutely anything to control that crime. And it was heartbreaking to see that there is a 16-year-old who's getting stabbed like multiple times back to back, and there is no human who is stopping that crime, or gathering people around and saying, like, let's stop this. And everybody was just passing by as if it's just a normal argument happening between two people. When I saw that, I couldn't sleep for a couple of days, as in, like, that thing kept in my mind. And I felt like if I ever have a child, or if I, like, ever have a daughter, I don't want her to grow in a world where not only there is a crime, but there is no humanity left. There is no kindness left. There is no standing for each other left. People just pass by saying, oh, it's none of my business. It's not happening to me. It's not happening to my family. But I think humanity is the biggest family there is, instead of just taking care of each other's, like, relatives. Because today I'm here and my parents are in India, and somebody's taking care of me too, indirectly, as a stranger, right? Like, some or other time. So I think we all have to take care of each other, and we all have to stand up for each other. I'm not saying that go and stop the crime and be the hero, but at least, gather people, because a group of 10 can stop, or a group of 5 can stop one person who's trying to do the wrong thing. And that person who's doing the wrong thing would also know that, like, I can be stopped. Like, there are people who are going to gang up against me, and it's not easy to do a crime. So this name, Humanity Begins with You and Me. That's why it says You and Me Cafe. The Humanity Cafe came in that time. That was the first time. It was way before AI and way before all this technology came. So the other thing I want to spread through this is humanity and kindness. And I feel like once we start taking care of each other, we automatically make each other feel heard and understood, and loneliness will die eventually, anyways. Because I feel that the most I have be felt heard, and I'm so sorry I'm saying this, is not through directly my family, it's through strangers. And that's where humanity and kindness come. So that's one thing I would love to focus on. And that brings me to our thing, which is order a conversation. So in that thing, what it means is that um, while I was going through my stages in life, not just good, bad days, but even on my good days when I had graduation, when I got my PR after getting reported or after I left the country, and when I was walking the stage of Miss Canada, and in September 4th, I'm again doing a Miss Canada event. Throughout this journey, I absolutely have nobody who has stayed with me or who are in the audience trying to clap for me or, going for dinner with me after the celebration. So the happiness didn't feel happiness because I had nobody to share it with. And I want this place to be the place where people come to even when they are happy. They can pass an exam, or they first time learn how to make a maggie and they are so happy, or they got 10 extra followers on Instagram and now they're like, oh my god, my reel got viral. Because this time also, like, when my reel picked up a little, I didn't have anybody to call. I'm like, who do I call and say that I am doing good? My parents are there obviously, but you don't have anybody to hug you, and like, that just feels empty. The good things also feel empty, and the bad things also make it worse. So yeah, this place, when I say order a conversation, which means that if you're having a bad day or a good day, and you just want to vent out, you don't want any advice, you just want to share, or you want to celebrate a win and you want somebody to be happy for you just like you are happy for yourself, please come here, because I'll be cheering you on more than you will cheer for you. I'll dance with you, we'll toast on a coffee. And for those times, you don't have to buy anything from the cafe. This is only for showing that you are heard and you deserve that without spending a single dollar on the menu. So this is what I would love to say, that if you're ever feeling down and you just want to, we don't, so if anybody comes and asks for a conversation, I personally come out and sit with them. I don't give any advice, I don't give any suggestion unless obviously asked. And it's a very safe place. It's a non-judgmental place. So if you say anything to me, it will not even come out in a conversation with my own parents. Like, I don't even tell to my parents what we spoke because it's that confidential. So that's one, and that leads to the paid forward, because it's all connected. So not on the good days, but on the bad days, if you're coming, we are not expecting you to buy anything from the menu or from the coffee house. But what we ask is that once you feel a little bit down, then we take you to paid forward wall, and people have written notes, people have written messages on the wall, on that each sleeve. So they have actually bought that sleeve. And when somebody buys a sleeve, I ask them that, imagine you're going through something really bad in your life. What's one thing that you would like to hear that you never heard? So they write that down. So, and that's what paid forward wall has, all the sleeves with different messages. So let's say if you're having a bad day, it could be anything, breakup, or you found out a health situation, or you're just having one of those days where you're having mood swings. So you come and you look at that wall, and whichever message resonates with you for that particular moment, you pick up that sleeve. And in every sleeve there is number, like there is dollars. So somebody has donated 5, somebody has donated 10, 5, 3. So whatever that number is, you get that credit towards the cafe, and you can buy a coffee. So what I'm trying to say through this is that it's not just buying a coffee for the next person. It's buying a coffee for a stranger you have never met. You don't know what that person is going through and how that message, because they're not picking up because of the dollar sign. They're picking up because of the message. So, what I'm trying to say is that kindness has no currency. And it doesn't take too much to spread kindness and change somebody's day or even their life.
One of the kindest people. Like,
Oh, thank
you're
you.
not alone. If you
Yes.
feel alone, this is a place to come. I know we're very local here, so anyone watching this outside of the New Westminster area or Metro Vancouver area, if you're ever in Vancouver, you want to come and check out this
Thank
place
you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
because Amrin is lovely. She's Emma is somewhere here.
Oh,
She was
she's
on your
there.
lap earlier. She
Yeah.
was absolutely adorable when you walk in. Emma comes and greets you.
Yeah.
And I truly, truly love what you're doing. I think this is very much needed. And I envision for you franchises at some point or multiple locations because this is so needed, especially as you said, if this was done before AI and with technology these days, we are more connected and more disconnected
Yeah, yeah.
at the same time. And we're creating these little bubbles around us with our, constantly looking into our phones, being into our computers and isolating ourselves while we're around people.
Yeah.
And I think it's very important that we make that hold on, take a step back
Yeah.
because it does contribute to this loneliness feeling.
Yeah.
So that's why I could see this place going into multiple locations. So we just need to
Yeah.
spread the word. So that's why we're here.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Amrin is lovely.
Thank
If you're in the area, please come check it out. What's the address here?
921 12th Street, New Westminster, BC. Or if you type on Google the Humanity Cafe, it will show up.
Okay.
Luckily,
great.
I'm the only one, I think, that calls it a Humanity Cafe.
Well, this is fantastic. And so if you just want to chat, you can come order your conversation.
Yes.
And if you don't have time to order, I'm sure you can just walk in and wait for the conversation to happen.
Yeah.
It's a safe space.
Very.
You can have a coffee. You can buy a coffee for somebody else. You can buy or you can take the coffee if you need it, if you can't pay for it yourself. There's so many different little perks here that I don't know. And even if you need a little note of encouragement, there's a whole wall full of them. So thank you so much,
Thank
Amran. This is
you.
fantastic. You're inspiring. Your
Thank
story
you.
is inspiring. And I know this place is going to bloom.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you for giving me this opportunity. Can I just say that so I just want to give her the credit.
No.
She came and she, I know she said that she has stopped doing interviews long time ago, but she said that, for you, I'm just going to specially do it because I want your story to be heard and I want to support you in any way I can. So what I want to try to say is that, sometimes you don't need to just buy things from a cafe to support people. Like you are there who is just trying to spread the message, and that's way bigger than any currency or any buying coffee that you can give me. So thank you so much for going out of your way and doing this.
It's kind of on the same line of paying it forward. I have people help me sometimes. So it's the right thing to do. So if you can help somebody, why not? Right?
Yes, exactly.
That's what the Humanity Cafe is about. This is what kindness is about.
Yeah.
So, thank you, Amran.
Thank you.